Afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Hopefully I've got everything sorted today. My stream deck is running perfectly and the audio's following all of the outputs, and I can also do the screen sharing thingy properly as well. I hope. I've been playing about with it this morning, trying to get it to work properly, and I think we're good. So hopefully everybody can hear me. The audio's working, the camera's working, we're live, the intro played fine, and everything's good. I hope. So we've got quite a few in by the looks of it. I think everybody can see me. I just wait till somebody says hello, and then I can be sure. Oh yeah, we've got a thumbs up from Ricardo. Excellent. Right, we're all good. Let's catch up with the top then. So Anthony, first in, looking forward to it. I spent nearly the day on this yesterday, looking at this thing, trying to sort it out. So I put it back together, and yeah, not very well. A poorly radio. Aaron's in. Bright but overcast. Yeah, it's sort of like hit and miss here. Like it's quite cold today, but sunny earlier. It's looking a bit dull again now. It looks like it's going to rain again. Jerry's in. Hi Jerry, this is Jerry's radio, so I'm sure he's got a vested interest in this one. Derek Cooper's in. Hi Derek. And Les is in from sunny Launceston. Matambly, Joe, Tim, Ricardo. Nick's got a customer. Whew. What are you up to, Nick? Have you got a customer for a repair customer? Maybe. I don't know. You'll have to tell us. Rob's radio channel's in. Hi, Rob. Martin. Wet and windy. Oh, dear. Do we have caps? Well, I've pulled loads of caps out of this one. I showed you this board last week and said I'd finished recapping it, but I haven't put it back together. Well, I put it back together and it's not very well. It's drawing a shed load of current. Bob's in. Hi Bob, how are you? Rob's hit the caps again. Rob, be careful. He'll have you out. Benji's in. Hi Benji. Dave Rhodes. Dear oh dear. Loads of people. Loads. Yoda Min from Minnesota. Welcome Yoda. Okay, looks like everybody's saying it's all working. Sound's working. Yeah, looks good. Looking good. Graham is Yoda. And Andrews, how are you, mate? Your second radio. I've done a lot of these. There's very few of these radios that are still working. If you've got an old one that's still working, then it's a rarity. Most of them have died at a death, and some of them seem to be impossible to resurrect. You're near South Moulton, Derek, are you? Oh, that's just not up the road from me, but only like, I don't know, South Moulton's probably half an hour. Yeah, Bizarre, how are you? Rob loves the caps. Rampton, how are you? So yeah, this radio, I thought I had it sorted. I thought it was done, finished, put it back together. It's making some weird distorted audio, although the audio is working. So that maybe rules out the audio chip. But I have done quite a bit of investigations into this. Let me just get the radio in screen a minute, in shot. pop that on, and lo and behold, the audio still works. Whoa, he's only cracked it. Oh, let's go over this side. I prefer this side. So yeah, this is the main board from it. You'll notice there's a little speck down here. This little speck here is a transistor which I pulled because it was showing a short. And also up here you can just see a little capacitor which I've also pulled, and the super cap which I've also pulled. But I'm pretty sure after pulling all of that out, I've still got a short. The only way to remove the short seems to be to take this little transistor out of circuit. Mr. Laser Sound and Chris Milky, afternoon. Which was the hardest radio I repaired? Oh, there's been so many, Aaron. Been so many. Some of these Sonys have been a real headache. I'm not sure. I have had to give up on some radios. That one of Clint's, that SW55, was an absolute nightmare. I never did get to the bottom of what was actually wrong with that. It is working, but it's not working how it should, really, which is really strange. I did everything to that, threw everything, including the kitchen sink at it, and it wouldn't work. Well, it would, but not properly. Anyway, so with this one, as I say, I have replaced them, and thank you very much, Rob. Maybe a broken trace. I don't think it's a broken trace would cause it to have a short circuit. I don't know. Yeah, it's very often it's like that. As I say, I've done all the caps on this. Not working when I got it. Totally dead, but it does work now, but not. Yeah, it pops transistors. So that's the first transistor, I think. That little speck there, that's the first transistor. The second transistor is one I put in. I did have some of these actually. There's a 2SB815, something like that. I have got some. I did have some, and I put one in and wound the power up a bit higher, and it blew the transistor. So something is amiss here. So we need you to get your technical heads on today and try and solve this. Let's get that up. Show us on the circuit where the short is. Okay, let's get the circuit up then for you. Let's get the circuit up, and hopefully the audio follows me this time, which I'm sure it will. Right, so it should be on my screen now. Yes, you are. I've got audio and I'm up in the corner. Right, okay. Let's zoom in on this schematic. Now I've left a link. I've pasted a link to this diagram in the top, at the top of the page. So the area of concern is here. Let me see if I can get a little highlighter situation going here. Get off. Don't want yellow. Let's go light blue. So the transistor that's causing a problem, apologies for the double mirror image here, but it's this one here is the one that's showing up with the heat, the thermal camera. And also there's a capacitor as well, but So with this transistor removed from circuit, the short goes. So it's got 6 volts on this side of it and 5.8 on this side. Well, the 5.8 line here goes back to, well, is the feed to the amplifier down here on pin 12. So I'm sure the amplifier is working because I can hear it now. So as I say, that gets very hot. Q46. I've got to find this capacitor here as well. There's a capacitor there that's getting really hot as well. I thought it was this one down here, but this is the super cap here, which I've also taken out of circuit. So with the super cap out of circuit, I've still got a short, and I believe with the voltage regulator out of circuit, I've still got a short. But yeah, if I take this one out of circuit, the short goes, but I still have my 6 volts on the emitter, but I lose the 5.8. So I mean, it could be that there's an issue with the amplifier chip here. You know, it could be that there's a problem with this one or something associated with it. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I've replaced the transistor, Aaron, twice, so it's not a problem with the transistor. Is a short introduced while changing caps? As I say, it wasn't working before, Anthony. It could have been something that's been damaged by the caps playing up. I just need to find that capacitor on the circuit, because that is getting hot as well. But again, I've still got the short with that capacitor disconnected. Derek, check the path through to the speaker, i.e. any caps or sockets, and the speaker as well. Did I mention C111? No, I know there is a capacitor that is causing a problem. So I mean, it sort of points to it being on this 5.8 volt line, doesn't it? Let's zoom you in a little bit closer. Because unless there's something being introduced through here, but this is, bear in mind that these two transistors are the same transistor. It's just an overlap in the picture. There's lots of B+ flying about everywhere. With that transistor disconnected, by the way, I have got the correct voltage at IC5, so I've got 5.3 and 3.2. So that regulator seems to be working all right. You know, the only other, well, it can't be the B+ line, because that comes from the battery. This one down here, that comes from the battery, or power supply as it is, from this diode here. So that's where that power supply, actually no, that comes up, where does that go to? Yeah, so there's B pluses everywhere in this thing. There's voltages flying everywhere. So this is the center tap of the diode package that's feeding this regulator. So that's why we've got our 0.7 drop there. So yeah, potentially the issue is in this area. So as far as capacitors go into the speaker, we've got C121. So I mean, it could be something that I've introduced. I've been through the caps and checked there's no shorts on them. So if we look at the get off. If we look at the caps, we've got this one here, which is an electrolytic. This one. I mean, I could have shorted one of those, I suppose, or might not be making contact. We've got this one down here as well. I have checked for shorts on the output chip to ground, to pin 1, that is. No, hang on, is that pin 1? Yeah, pin 1. There is different grounds in here as well. I think it's got 3 grounds in the thing. Yeah, the center tab's ground. Where else have we got? So we've got another one there, another electrolytic that I've replaced. We've got one there. We've got one up here. One here. It's Electrolytic City, isn't it? Another one there. Have I got them all? No, there's another one in there. Oh, that's that one. And another one there. How many caps have we got in this amplifier? Well, loads of them. So, you know, you can well believe that if there's been a problem with these caps and they were all absolutely knackered, you know, it's going to cause potentially a problem with the amplifier. So we could have got a problem with the amplifier. There's a couple transistors right there in that circuit. Yeah. Check continuity to ground at each audio output. Pin 2 and pin 11. Okay, so we've got some stuff to check there. So Bazaar's saying that check continuity to ground at each audio output. Let's just change the color of this then. Each audio output 2 and 11. Let's have a look. Where's my pointer gone again? So 2 is there and 11 is down here. Derek's saying check polarity, a cap polarity around the audio stage. Yeah, I don't think these audio ICs are really that sensitive to static. It's usually the things with memory on them that are static sensitive. So Ricardo's asking if C118's been tested. Where's 118, 117, 116, 119, 158? Where's 118, Ricardo? It's here somewhere, isn't it? Where's 118 then when you need it? Probably looking at it. Where's C118, Ricardo? I can't see it. I'm probably cracking up here. I see 119, 117, 116, 115, 113. Or is it not an electrolytic? Ah, 118 is this one down here. Okay. That's three things to check then. Anyone else got anything that they want to throw in the mix? Thanks for the super chat, Rob. And yeah, the thermal camera did come in very good. Very useful. Afternoon, Derek. How are you? Exit chip at pin 11 and drive south. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking for electrolytics. Okay, so we need to check these caps to see if they're all the right way around, don't we? Yeah, I got it in the end, Ricardo. Eventually found it. I can give those things a check. No worries, Aaron. Let's go back to the offending item. Let me just get up, and I just want to see what this other capacitor that's getting really hot is. There's two sides to the board here. It's fun trying to find out which picture's which. So say if you want to follow along with the diagram, you'll need to click on that link at the top of the screen that I popped in there for you. So I'm looking at the top of the print. This. Yeah, okay. It's difficult because this schematic goes over 2 pages. If anyone has got, by the way, an original SW76 manual, I'd love to have it. if it's something you don't use, if anyone's got a spare one knocking about, then I'd love to have that, because this is a bit of a pig to follow, really. So our super cap is in here. IC4. That one, IC5. Okay, so the cap that's getting hot is C. I can't read that. Is that C111? Yeah, C111 is the one that's getting hot. C111. So where is that one? Because that is getting mega hot. Just let me see if I can find that one. Is that in that audio stage? 113's up there. 116, 119, 117, 115, 114. Where is 111? Some of the manufacturers put like a little chart saying where all these caps are with a position on the board, but I don't think this does. C111, where are you? Because that could be a good hint there. 108, 106. Let's get the chat up again because you probably know where it is. I'll go back to my screen. Afternoon, Jerry. Welcome on board. So Bizarre saying we need to establish a level of short at VCC. They normally only get hot. Just left of Q47. Thank you. Thanks, Bob. I'm glad someone's with it. So Q47. Ah, there we are. Okay. So it's this one here. So that one is getting very hot, and that one is getting very hot. Well, both of those two, because that's the same one. So that is on this side, isn't it? So at the moment that capacitor is out of circuit and it's still getting hot now. So let me show you. That's the next thing. We need to actually have a look at this. So that is pretty much on the, I really don't know what that's doing actually. It's connected to ground. So it's blocking that. It's making that 5.4 volt. DC blocking. So we've got it. All right. Let's first of all check this IC then. So it's round that way. Let me get that transistor out of the way. I was trying to see if I can get you in on this, get you in on the action. So the big tab in the middle is ground. So pin 1 is up here. They don't count the grounds as legs, so it's 3, 6, 9, 12 legs. So let's see if I can get that in the shot as well. It's going to be fun. Let's do it a different way. Let's get the webcam on that one, being that everything seems to be working at the moment. Position, zoom. Okay, so let's put that one in at number 3. Too big. Overlay. 3. I'll have to stick that in and stick the board in number 3. For some reason it goes massive. So I'm going to go from, which ones do we say? 2 and 12 on that, from memory. Uh, 2 and 11 to ground. Okay. So ground to pin 2. That looks to be charging up a cap. And pin 11. 6 mega ohms. Again, we're charging something there. So it doesn't look like our short is on the output of that, does it? So we need to check the position of all these caps in here. So I have got another board here, and this is a board that was donated by somebody on the vintage radio forum. I've still got a picture there. I might get rid of that in a minute. This board was donated by the vintage radio forum, but it's a good reference for where the caps need to be in the polarity. Bearing in mind the polarity on these tantalums that I fitted is different to the polarity on these. So let's get to it. How am I going to mark these then? I need one of those crazy old paint pens, don't I, really? Some Tipp-Ex or something. I just got to try and mark them. So first of all, these two are right, so that's good and good. That's those two. The one in the can, typical, isn't it? Because that's the one that I've sealed the lid on. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but we're not going to know until I take the can back off, are we, really? That's a pain, because I did a really good job of soldering the can back on. Let's get my chat back up then, because I'm missing my chat. The stream is working, all the buttons are working. Amazing. Right, let's just catch up. Mrs. Cruncher's okay, Derek, but she's a bit under the weather though, really. Afternoon, Jess. Yeah, it works very well, Jess. Works very well, mate. It's cracking bit of kit. Okay, so I need to get that can off. Let's just go through these others a minute. So that's correct, because the negative is not that end. That one's correct. That one's correct. That one's correct. That one's correct, and that one's correct. And these little ones up here then. Yes. Yes. That one. It would be lovely if one of these is the wrong way around, but that's good. This one. Yeah. Good. These. So these are electrolytics. That one's definitely right. And that one's right. These three all correct. Where are we here? That's correct. That's correct. And that's correct. This one. Correct. This one. Correct. This one here. That is positive there, that's correct. That one's actually out of circuit at the moment, but what's correct, and that one down there's correct. So the only one that I haven't checked is inside this can. Yeah, thanks Rob. I think Bluetooth is okay as long as you retain the originality of the set as much as you can, Aaron. I don't see too much of a problem. It's when people start cutting holes in things and fitting displays in them and that it sort of gets away. I'm going in with a skinny, people, so you know. Is it gonna focus? There we go. Low carb. So we just got to get inside this can, which is easier said than done because I did a great job of resoldering it back on. So far all my caps are correct. The only one I can't check, as I say, is this one, which is sod's law. It's inside a can, isn't it? But actually, I might have taken a photo. Actually, save me having to undo that all over again. Let me just have a look at my photos a minute. I usually take photos of these things when they're done. Okay. I haven't, have I? It's sod's law, isn't it? Oh yes, I have. I have. Okay. So this is it here in the DC converter. Can you see where I am? Looking at this one here. So that's the positive, that side. So if I maneuver that board here, that is correct. Because with these type of caps, the black mark is the negative. With the newer ones, the brown mark is the positive. I know it's confusing, but yeah, that means all of those caps are in the right way round then. There's only one more cap, and that's this one here. On the, what do they call it? Push button board. That's a bit annoying. I haven't got a picture of that. No. Have I got another board I can have a quick look at? Save going into my computer archives. Where's all my Sony stuff? There it is. Right. That one. That one. There we go. And yeah, sure enough, yeah, it is in the right position. Yeah, so that was okay as well. All good so far. So it's not one of my caps. As I say, I have gone over the whole board on continuity just to make sure there's no shorts on the caps, and there doesn't seem to be. So we've still got a short somewhere. Let me see if I can hook it up, and I'll show you. So as I say, if you look at the board, the super cap is out, and also that cap there is out. So that's cap 111, and this is the super cap, which is across two terminals of IC5. I've taken IC5 out and still got the short as well. So the heat buildup is in this area, but it's coming from this transistor here, which is Q. Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? That is Q41. I thought it was Q47. Hang on. Have we got the wrong? Have I changed the wrong cap there? I don't think I have. Let me just not cap. Transistor. I may have found my own issue here. Just let me connect the camera. I think I've looked at Q47 and changed that one, you know, where it's actually Q41 causing the problem. And if I put the wrong transistor in Q41, I've got some strange audio things going on every time I switch cameras and do stuff here. Let's see if we can get that one back up and running. Let's cut that one in. Still got audio, which is good. Difficult to see, mind you. I don't know why. Got a bit of glare on the board. So this is the old board. This is the sort of donor board. I'm trying to see if I can get a... That definitely says Q41 there. So I was looking on the schematic, and this board here, if we can find Q41, I'm totally the wrong place. It needs to be over here and down there. So It definitely says Q41 there, doesn't it? That's the one that says B6. That's Q41. Q47 is this one over here, which says L6. What does it say on the other board? B6. So I think I have got the right transistor on there. Let me just check the schematic again. Just check, make sure no one's shouting at me. Everyone in the audience, yeah. It could be misprinted, Anthony. Was that our car? Oh, no. Right. Let's go back over to here. So Q46 is not the issue. It's Q41. So according to that, Q41 is this one here. And that says that's a DTA 114TK. Well, it isn't. So I think the screen print's wrong. Because if we go up to the diagram of the board layouts, I'll tell you what. I mean, this is what I've gone off of the board layouts. So we're now on the other side of the board over here, and we're looking at the area just by the ribbon cable connector here. So yeah, I was right. I didn't think I was cracking up. So it looks like the just change that color a minute. It looks like the board is wrong because Q46 is there. Q41 is nowhere to be seen. I'm not cracking up and looking at the wrong side of the board, am I? No. So yeah, it is Q46 that's getting really hot, and not Q41. How strange is that then? They're deliberately trying to mess me up, aren't they? So Q30 is marked correctly on the board, but Q47 is marked incorrectly. Oh no, Q47 is marked correctly, but Q46 actually says Q41 on the board. What is going on here? Which is wrong? Which is wrong? Any idea? and it's screen printed the same on both boards. It's difficult because my light's not great, but Q41 then is actually Q46. Hopefully you can see that. And there's nothing under that bit of tape at all. So yeah, that is Q46 according to the schematic, but Q41 according to the board. How crazy is that? What's that, bizarre? Yes, what they call a digital transistor, Bob. Yeah, it's whether they've made a mistake on the schematic or on the board layout. That's the question, isn't it? Anyway, shall we connect it up and have a look at it through the thermal camera a minute? DTA 11140K. I tell you what though, these ones that I've managed to pop here, these B6 ones, they're not cheap. I've just managed to buy some from China. Whether they'll be genuine or not, I don't know. But certainly I blew one of them virtually in half. I let out the magic smoke. Right, let's get that microscope off of there. Another go on the skinny. Let's get that back in shot. Yeah, that's right, Anthony. Yes, this is very kindly given to me by Mr. Rob Cross. It is a UTI, which is urinary tract infection. I bet they didn't know that when they named it 260A. Works very well. I've not really sussed out how to get it onto the screen yet. I can take a picture of it and put the picture on the screen, but it takes a little while to warm up. But if I reconnect this a minute, leave that to one side turned on, it should be on by the time we get to doing it. Right. Now, one thing I haven't done is tried the other processor board in this. Tell you what, these ribbon cable connectors are a pain. Okay, is that in straight? Is it in all the way? It's definitely in all the way. And it's in straight. Okay. Ribbon cable. If you've got a problem with one of these, very often it is the ribbon cable. So I'm going to put that underneath there so it doesn't short out on anything. You know, apologies that the radio is not all complete, but I'm sure you've all seen one of these in the flesh before. I'm going to connect the what am I trying to say here? I did have a picture-in-picture button here, didn't I? But I don't remember how I did that before. I must do that again because I've got to click on the screen now, picture-in-picture. But it all seems to be working. I just want to see which is the, because one of them's line out and the other one is the headphones. The headphones is next to the power socket. Okay. So I'm just going to plug an external speaker in there because the other one's disconnected. So that's headphones, or in this case, external speaker. We've got our supply here, and it is, let me just check the polarity of this. Pretty sure it's a 6 volts center pin negative. I've got to check everything because it's just a process of elimination, isn't it? Yeah, so 6 volts, center pin is negative. So put my power supply on. Let's double check that. Yeah, correct polarity. What I'm going to try and do is get the webcam over by the, can I balance that up there anywhere? So basically I can show you what it's drawing current wise. Let's see what that looks like. For some reason it's not cropping this down. I need to crop it, don't I? That's why. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. So hopefully up in the corner you should be able to see the power supply. So if I plug it in, let me just check the current limit a minute. Let's just turn that down. So it's on its minimum at the moment, as you can see. Let's just turn it up a fraction more. Let's plug it in. Nothing so far. Push the button. Okay, so you can see it's gone into current limit at 90 milliamps. If I turn it up, you can see we're now 130 milliamps. I'm not going to turn it up any higher than that because it will pop it. So if we get our thermal camera, going to need to stick the board over that way. And we go into this. We've got a hotspot which is the audio chip, but it's not hot as in hot. And there is, can you just about see there's another hotspot there, and that is directly underneath that capacitor. So let's just turn it back off again a minute. I don't want to go any higher than that with the amperage because it does pop that little transistor. So I pop that back the other way. Pop the board back over that way. Let's turn the power back on and push the button if I can find where it is. Oh, it's not even connecting on now. So it made a funny noise, and I don't know if you can see that, but let's just double check that that is definitely that thing. Let's just find a pointer. Yeah, so that is hot. Something else is hot over here. What is this? Is that one? You got some heat there as well, but that's the other side of the audio chip there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get back a little bit. Yeah, so where my finger's pointing, that's the other side of the audio chip there. 29.5 degrees. So there's a little tiny speck of heat down here on this transistor still. It's probably difficult for you to see, and say the other is the underside of this IC. And I wonder if we disconnect the feed to the IC, whether that would show us anything. But you can hear when you turn it off and turn it on, there is like an audio noise that comes through the speaker. I didn't do it that time. There. So 140 milliamps is way too high. I mean, you'd expect that if the set was running properly and it was on high output. Oh, you can't quite see the thing there, can you? Come on. Oop. Great camera work, Graham. That's better. Right, so yeah, 140 milliamps. It's squealing like a pig, isn't it? It's not very hot though, Nick. It's not even warm really. I mean, that's just the thermal camera picking up the highest heat point. If I pop that back over again, we have a look at the thing. I mean, it could be that that's the case. Let's see if I can get you in a bit closer on the screen of this. If it'll focus, will it focus? Yeah. Yeah, so it's 30 degrees now, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. So it's 30 degrees with the current limit at 2.5 volts and 140 milliamps. If you check my finger, what temperature is my finger? So the same sort of temperature as my hand then, really. Yeah, 32.7. So is that still too hot, do you reckon? I mean, it's difficult because I can't really prove that it's wrong, you know. The measurements around it, I can't whack it up to full voltage because it'll just pop that transistor. You know, everything around it is good. All the capacitors are good. You know, I can desolder it, and well, can we desolder the feed to it, perhaps? Can we desolder the feed to it? Let's catch up with the chat. I can't measure the DC conditions, you see, bizarre, because it'll pop that transistor again. There is a difference component-wise to the speaker output and the headphone jack. You think it's still too hot, Nick? Yeah. I just wondered if we could disconnect the power from that IC and see if that gets rid of the short. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah. So the B plus is coming in on pin 12. I could just desolder pin 12, couldn't I? I don't think there's anything coming in anywhere else, is there? Where's my mouse? No, isolate, yeah. So if I was to lift pin 12 completely out, see if that gets rid of our short, shall we? I've still got it turned on here. Is that a plan? Oh, measure it as it is. We'll show if it's a 0 when it shouldn't be. Okay. Let's have a look. See then. So let me zoom out a bit. So if you get your copy of the service manual out, and look at IC3, the power amp. I've got it up on my screen. Obviously you can see, hopefully you can see my multimeter. Let's power it back up. Push it right button. Okay, so first of all, pin 12 should be 5.8 volts. It's down at 2.3, which is roughly our power supply at 2.5. Next pin 11 should be 3.2 volts. 2.3, so that's probably a bit high, isn't it? Being that we've only got 2.5 coming in. Although, no, it might just be equalising out. So 2.3 on pin 11. Pin 10 should be 5.8. So again, it's around about 2.3. Pin 9, NF. I'm not sure what that means. That should be 0.75. Oh, that's high. So pin 9 should be 0.75 and it's 1.6. So pin 8 should have nothing on it. And it's got nothing. Pin 7 is ground, so that should be 0 as well. Yeah, that's 0. Going over the other side then, pin number 6 should have 4.2, so we should have voltage on that one. 1.9, so yeah, we're reduced. Pin number 5 should have nothing. Got nothing. Pin number 4, 0.75. 0.7, so that might be a little bit high. Pin 3 should have 5.8. 2.2, which is our voltage. Pin 2 should have 3.2. So that's 1.1, that's maybe slightly low. So the only anomaly really is pin number 9, which should have 0.75, but it's currently running at 1.57. I don't know what sort of current that little transistor will take, but if I can bump it up a fraction, see if that moves. 1.57. Yeah. I don't want to push it because it's going to pop my transistor. So what do you think? Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Jerry, but what you've got to bear in mind is it's hitting 33 degrees with only 2.5 volts. That's less than half its normal voltage. So it could be that, couldn't it? So certainly we've got, if we go back to my screenlet, so this is pin 9 here. Where's my pointer? This is pin, oh, hello. Where'd that go? Huh. Yeah, that's pin 9 here. Huh, every time I do that, it's just too much for it. So it should have 0.75, but it's got 1.5 volts on it. It could be that we've got a problem with R103 or C116 maybe. I don't know, what's your thoughts on that? No. It's Q47, Bob, that's getting toasty. Desolder pin 12. Let's desolder pin 12. Just lift it from the board. I can't see that. Get the eyes on, Grant. So I should be able to prize that out. Not easily though. See if we can lift it out with some snips. Very carefully. No, everything's in the way, innit? Everything's in the way. Okay, pin 12 is out. Pin 12 has left the building. Don't know how we'll get it back in again, but we might end up taking the whole thing out. $150 milliamps. No. Whoa. I think I might have just taken our chip out again. What is going on with this thing? No, it's still there. It's allowing me to get up to 4.5 volts now though. So the voltage has gone up. I don't know which camera I'm on now. I should be on the main one. Thanks Hinksy for subscribing. So pin 12 is now disconnected. Just gonna have a look to see if we've got any difference on the thermal murmur. Now we've still got 33 degrees on it with the supply disconnected. Any other hot spots anywhere? Got a hot spot back there. What's that? That's our voltage regulator. That's running at 30 degrees, the voltage regulator. If you can see that down there. Yeah, voltage regulator's getting hot, but let's turn that squeaky noise off. How is it getting power now? It's Yeah, it must be getting its power from somewhere else. Video gone? Ah, did the video drop out for some reason, did it? Bizarre. It is bizarre. So how is it getting power? Let's go back to the schematic. How is it getting power? There must be another feed to it somewhere. So pin 12 was what we disconnected. So the power has jumped up, but perhaps we're still getting power in from one of these other, you know, we've got 5.8 on BS1 and BS2, whatever that is. What's BS1 and BS2? That's the headphone socket there, which is isolated. That must be coming from inside the chip, but so Joe is saying passive power from the pre-input. I mean, the other option is to just disconnect this IC altogether. See if I can get my desoldering tool working. It didn't work very well the other day for some reason. I need to put another tip in it because that one's too big. Too big. That one there. Oh, it says throwing one on the floor. Pin 6 has 4.2 volts on it. Is that from external to the IC then, Anthony? I can't see the mouse here. Pin 6, yes, it has, hasn't it? I mean, certainly pin 9 is not right. There's too much voltage on pin 9. So like Bazaar said, it could be half of the chip that's the problem, not all of it. Let's get the solder sucker fired up. So if you pull the chip all together, that should tell us 100%, shouldn't it? Whether this IC is any good in this donor board, I don't know. LA4550. So I'm sure the last time I had to get an LA4550, it was about 20 quid from Little Diode. It's the only place I could get one. So it's internally derived. If you look further back in the manual, there's a list of the ICs there and their pinouts, etc. And what they do, and I wonder if yeah, IC3. Pardon me. Yeah, it's not. It hasn't got a list. Normally they print a list of it as well, telling you what it is. But that's the pin out of it, look. Let's get rid of that. That's going to be normal pointer. Pop noise mute. So number 9. I don't know what NF means. But that looks like that's an input to a preamp. Yeah, so pin 9 has definitely got too much voltage on it. It could be that this has gone short. IN1. Yeah. Who knows, but this one's coming out. Let's see if we've still got a short. I actually repaired a board in Mrs. Cruncher's Mini on Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, I don't know. Let's take that board out a minute. I hate you, board connector. Let's pop that one out. And let's get that one out of there. So hopefully we haven't sucked up any miniature ICs in the process. That should be it out. Unless the grounds are gone. That one's not quite. See if we can't prise this one up. Just check the legs that are all desoldered first. Ooh. Yeah. It's double-sided board, and they all look to be disconnected apart from that one there, which I haven't even desoldered out of that. That would explain why it won't come out, wouldn't it? I'm still not quite desoldered. Let's get the braid on that. Let's catch up with the chat. Let's get you back on the main camera. I don't know which camera you're on. That's apologies if you're on the one. Dids, how you doing, mate? You put a resistor on and a half to set the gain of the preamp. Thanks for that. 575 plus 275 for that chip. That's reasonable. Is that little diode, Nick, or is that there's another company, Nico, that does a lot of stuff, and they're much more reasonable. Nico. So I had to get one. I think it's the same chip as the SW55, and that one gets absolutely mullered with the leaking capacitors. This should be it now. This should be her. Still hanging in there. Which one is it that's still cool? Is that one there? Maybe that one. I think it's still that one. I think it's that ground there that's hanging on. Yes. There she goes. Oh, he's hot now. Merry Christmas. It's warm now. Of course, that IC does get a good old hammering from the leaking transistors, capacitors even, and I can see it's pretty corroded in there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll sort of prop it on the board there, get you in as close as I can. That is pretty corroded. UK in stock components is the seller. I use my fingers, so I don't know if I get that light down as close as I can without it blocking the camera. Put it on the back of my phone, it probably won't blow it out quite so much. That's pretty crusty, to be fair. Now I did clean that and I did reflow it, I believe. But I did have one somewhere that I bought in for an SW55. No, let me see. I might even have it, but I bought that from Little Diode. I know that. John Hughes, how are you, mate? Danish. How you doing, Paul? Hang on, let's get the old camera off. Right, let me have a look then, because somewhere here I've got my own. There it is. Little diode. That I bought in to repair my own radio. Now, is it the same one though? Or is it a different one? No, it's a different one. No, it's C1316C. Yeah, that's no good for this one. Oh well, I got them wrong then. So that's the one for the other radio. Oh well, I haven't got one then. I'm sure I have bought those in before though. So it looks like our only choice is to take it out of the other one and hope that that one's not knackered as well. So shall we just power it up a minute just to see if that's removed our short, because we could be totally barking up the wrong tree here, couldn't we? Totally. You've been repairing PS3s, John? You want to do another one? Because I've got a PS3 that I was going to donate to my colleagues in work. I took it in and plugged it in, John, and it just done a couple blinks and then switched back off again. I didn't get a start-up screen on it or anything. Any ideas what that could be? Is it something that I could have a look at, perhaps? So literally, it just a blinking red light and then switched off with nothing on screen. So yeah, I took it in, donated it to them, and the blimmin' thing didn't work, did it? Sod's law strikes again. Right, let's plug this in. Switch it on. 50 milliamps. 50 milliamps, that's right. It's the odor shaped one, John, the big lumpy thing. I haven't got it here now because I chucked out the storage unit, but I think isn't there a problem with the main? Is it the main RAM ICs or something not like lifting or something? I don't know. I've watched Mr. Coda repair them before, but that was a while ago since he's done a PS3. So that chip has removed our short. I mean, I've got a couple other things that we could put back on here first, just to make 100% sure. We need to put back the super cap and get rid of positive is Need to put back in our super cap. Negative is that one. Actually, it's easier to put this one back in first. Make sure we get it the right way around. Oh really? You got fat PS3 as well, have you, Rob? God. Well, John, if you fancy fixing another one, mind saying that, really it's not cost effective for me to fix it, because if I can fix it myself, it's a different matter, but if I've got to send it away for repair, I might as well go and get a working one for like 30 quid on Facebook. Come on. Yeah, just make doubly sure that we're okay before we go replacing chips. Put all of this back in. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I've had to put one of these slightly different super cap in, because you can no longer get the correct ones that fit exactly. You know, this will do, but it's not the exact one. Right, so that's the super cap back in and the electrolytic that I pulled out. So let's just fire in the hole once more. Yeah, 50 milliamps. Right, okay. So it's either something around that audio IC, or it is the audio IC. So the only way we can ever go is to pinch one out of my board here and, you know, hope that it's okay. It doesn't look damaged. I don't know if the caps have been done on this one. Yeah, I really don't know. LA4550, definitely the same one, isn't it? I'm looking in the board, of course I took the thing out already, and I've lost it already. Yeah, LA4550. Let's have him out then. Let's do it opposite sides so as not to put too much heat into the chip. That one looks to have desoldered a lot better, but it's still hanging on by the ground tabs by the looks of it. Good one, bizarre. Come on. Okay. Here's these ground things again. I think my desoldering tool's getting a bit full. It's probably got the fat console problem. Right, wicken the wick. That one's definitely free. They come out now. Oh, I missed one again. Let's get the eyes on. I did last time, didn't I? Cracking up. LA4557 drop-in equivalent. I will have a look in a minute just to see if I've got any of those here. Tell you what, you don't want to let go of this one. Does not want to let go. I think it might be number 9. Try not to put too much heat into this thing when it's fighting me all the way. I might have to stick the hot air on it. It's just... Ah, yeah, that scared it, see? Didn't want the hot air up it, did it? Let's have a look then, see if I've got an LA4557 or an LA4550. I'll look in my amazing database. Come on, where are you? So this is my amazing database. I've got it set to transistor at the moment. Oh, it's taking forever. So, LA. No. No, I haven't. Oh well. It's worth a look. You know, I've got some random ones stuck in over here, but I think I've got all these listed now. They're all TDAs. TDAs. TDAs, TAD 100s for the Roberts Rick, Rick 1. No, they're all TDAs. I did have some LA chips here somewhere. ICs, whatever you call them. TA7750. Yeah, no, I haven't got any of those. Let's try this one then. And if it cures it, we'll buy another one to replace mine with, and Jerry can have this one. Solderize decided to turn itself off now, isn't it? Come on. Bear with me while I solder this back in. As the solder comes through, looks like it has, but I'll give it another little touch up from the top just in case. Looks good. Right. So I'm going to keep you all in suspenders. In suspense now. Don, how you doing, mate? We're just going to fire it up. I'm just going to skip to the loo a minute, and then we'll see if it works. So I won't be a sec. And you place your bets whether we've cracked it or not. Have we or haven't we? That is the question. I'll be back shortly. Right. Have we cracked it? Or haven't we? Let's turn the desoldering tool off. Here goes. Are you ready, everybody? Are we gonna have a drum roll? Fingers crossed. Yeah, the thing is it can leach into the actual connections themselves. Even though you can get it clean and reflow it and that, it can get inside the IC. Let's do it. Here goes, plugging it in. Having a swig of Skinny a minute. Are you ready for me to push a button yet? Oh yes, 60 milliamps. Where's the volume? Sorted. Let me have a think. So FM 100. It's only done it. Oh yes. Wow. Obviously I've got nothing connected, so yeah, I think we were all right there, Rob, weren't we? I think Bazaar got it first, don't you? So there we are. What a game. How are we doing for time? Oh, only 4 o'clock, look, what about that? The Clash, yeah. I'll probably get a copyright hit for that now, won't I? London Calling, cracking song. Graham makes Sony happy. It lives. Thanks, Rob. It could well have been, because I mean, it's all those electrolytics were absolutely dead all around it, so it's no wonder it died. So I think what we'll do is we'll get it back together, because you've got to put this little cable tie around this. There's a little tiny switch on here, which is a pain in the backside. They are. Have I disconnected anything else? No. We need to get it apart again. Need to pull this ribbon cable out yet again. So there you are, Jerry, if you've made it. 11 o'clock. That's not too bad, Don. Yeah, but it was worth waiting up for, wasn't it? So he's only cracked it, look. It is working. It is working. Right, let's get the rest of the bits down. Then we can test it properly. So say there is a lot of capacitors in these, an awful lot. They are nice, nice sounding radios when they're going, but there's not many that haven't got these caps done. In fact, I don't think I've ever had one here that's been working. Every single one I've had has had problems. Usually it's the audio section. It'll sort of start squealing and making all sorts of weird noises because the caps are dying. Yeah, you need to. You did come right at the right time, Dom. And I've just done a skinny look. How about that? Right, I've got to remember how to put this back together now. It's a little bit strange. So we've got this piece here. I'll zoom you out a bit, because I'm sure those of you that have got one of these all want to see how it goes back together, because it can be a little bit quirky. So you've got this bit first. That board sits on there. Now there's two contacts here for your battery, two like little prongs that push against the board here. I actually reflowed those, so I'll just give that a little bit of a wipe off just to make sure there's no flux on the connections. And that sits back on there. You've got to line up all the switches. Clicking back in. And this side. Okay, and if you do take that little one there off, remember to put it back on. Other one's jumped off there now. Typical. Yeah, remember to put the little potentiometer back on, because I may or may not have forgot to do that yesterday. Took it all apart and had to take it all apart again to get that back. So the volume controller's jumped off. Let's put that back on. There we are. I've put some fader lube on the volume control as well. So this board goes back in. We'll stick the into the dreaded flex. It's even more difficult to get in now because we've got all this plastic stuff in the way. Board clips in. Again, we've got more. Oh no, don't need to worry about that. There's a little switch at the top there. Release our little thing stopping the, what's the name, coming out? You don't want to come off now. Come on. There we go. Then we have to put our speaker in. Now the wires for the speaker have got to run down this little channel here. So it goes like that. It goes in there. And And they solder on to the board, and they're clearly marked on the board. Speaker plus, speaker minus. They just sit underneath this stuff here. Just hold them in place. What's that? Not got any fingerprints on that, but there's a little tiny bit of dust on it, so just get that off of there. Now let me think, is there something else to solder, isn't there? I've done the speaker connections. Gotta make sure that's in the off position. We've got a weird little piece that goes over here. Now what have I done with that? Come on. That's got to slide in there. That's got to go down in behind that lip. Ah, I know what else there is to solder on. The aerial wires. I knew there was something else. Right, yeah, these little tiny aerial wires have got to go back on. So I need the eyes for that. Sounds like Mrs. Cruncher's outside kicking up a storm. I don't know what she's up to out there, but she's crashing something about. Yellow. Green. And they call this one white, but it's not white, it's like a skin colour. Black. Right, so again the FM aerial just pushes against this bit here. Let's just zoom you in a bit further. The FM aerial goes against there, so just give that a quick go over with the isopropyl. Nine kilohertz. Little switch in the back. Ah, I have forgot a screw. Right, okay. Let's just, as you were a minute. There is one screw right smack bang in the middle of the board here. Less haste, more speed and all that, isn't it? The trouble with the Mini is it was cutting out when it was hot and stuck in traffic, and then it wouldn't start again until it was left for about 10-15 minutes, and then you start it and off you go again until it got really hot again, and then you know, it seemed to be fine when you're going along, but then as soon as it sort of got really hot, it would cut back out again. And on the back of the fuse board that sits in the in the driver's footwell, there is a board that controls the fuel pumps, and there's a relay on the low pressure fuel pump that passes a lot of current, and in passing that current continually over the years, it cracks a joint and gives you a dry joint. So it's very difficult to diagnose, because until it packs up you can't really find it, and because it sort of resets itself as soon as it cools down, it's very difficult to find. But luckily I put a post out on one of the forums, and one of the guys on one of the Mini forums said it's quite a common problem with them, this low pressure fuel pump relay. So I just took it all apart. I mean, our mechanic Mark, he took it out for us and brought it round. I took it all apart and did all the soldering, which you'll see in a video coming out at some stage, and away it went. So well chuffed with that. So Mrs. Cruncher still hasn't got her Mini back yet, but she will have. Right, are we ready for some live action? Who was that used to say live action? It's live action right there. It's one of those test control guys that used to watch on Discovery or something like that. Live action. That's a rubbish accent, but you know, you get the gist. Right, let me crack one of these. Might have to give Jerry a bit of a clean on this. This is scratched quite bad. Looks like someone's had a go at trying to clean it off with a scourer. Anyway, cheers everybody. Let's hope it works. Yeah, and there's masses of pins, and I just could not desolder them. There's such a big ground plane in the thing, it would not desolder. Here we go then. Up, on. Yes. AM 198. Yeah, we've got loads of stuff in here. I've got power supplies everywhere. I don't know what the bands are like. Let's put it on upper sideband. Put it in DX without, couldn't it? So we're not going to get a lot with an indoor aerial. We want the outdoor aerial, don't we? Now where's that to when you need it? That's the wire for it. No, that's not. That's the CB aerial. Where's the other one? over here. Volmat, yeah, what's Volmat on? 5505, isn't it? No, there's loads of noise in here. There's no way it's going to work on the indoor aerial. Let's see if I can find my other aerial. Bear with me. Cheers, Don. Catch you soon, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Right, let's just find my wire aerial, the other bit that goes in here. Let's see if we can't get it working. It's chuffing a bit at the moment, but I think that's just all the electrics in here. That's a good job done though, so thanks to those of you that helped diagnose that. Right, let's put that through for a minute. I know. Not much on radio today. Loads of interference. Someone's interfering big style here. Possibly that. No, my light potentially. Anybody got some frequencies we can try then? No, that's down really low. Yeah, I did hear that there was problems with the HF bands, Derek. Yeah, you're going down into medium wave, long wave then, aren't you? Medium wave. Try 646 then. $909.
Trying to keep his attitude right and just give him the energy. Darren really believes in the psychological part of the game. That's where he feels like he's the most benefit to Yannick. He's got total belief in his ability, doesn't he? He doesn't question it for a second. I've chatted to Darren before, a couple of years ago when they were really in the formative stages of their...
Is that Radio 5, is it?
He was really bullish about Sinner's prospects.
All right, Gavin.
As he's been proved right, as he shakes his fist at Sinner, and Sinner cracks the forehand away, as if to say, yeah, you've got good reason to believe in me. Well, most of us in the tennis industry were pretty bullish about him. We didn't think it was going to come this quickly, though.
Oh my God, Chris. I don't know quite, but...
Unbelievable last few years for Sinner. 1 point to love for Sinner in the tiebreak. He has the first serve. It'll be 2 now for Carl. They'll get 2 points each, and the first to 7 wins the tiebreak. Must be leading by a clear margin of 2.
What, BBC World Radio, that sort of thing?
Needs to win this tiebreak. Here's a backhand cross-court return that is long by Sinner.
Catch you soon, Gavin.
Love that serve. The kick out wide as it burst. We haven't seen that. That's the first time today. So you got to remember, Sinner loves pace coming at it as well off the first serve.
We took the pace off at just 180 kilometers an hour.
At 117 miles an hour. 1 point all, far end from where we sit. Great serve by Alcaraz, and he's got that going at just the right time. Forehand long by Sinner, 2-1 Alcaraz. But again, taking the pace off, just getting it into the corner, because Sinner returns pretty far back. He expects Alcaraz with that flattish sort of serve, and he's to redirect the pace. So very clever from the Spaniard. He's fully engaged mentally now. We're sitting just beneath the roof inside, called Philippe Chatrier.
Put that through. Mind you, if the soda flares, that's going to affect AM as well. What was that? Sounds like a very distant Morse there. That is fake Morse. Someone calling CQ, aren't they? No, it's not strong enough. No. Dead as a dodo today. I'm just trying to use this to decode that Morse, you see. Morse Expert, little app I got on my phone. Very good. There we are. It did even more 55 years ago, Bob. Flipping heck. REM did a tune about the station shutting down in Europe. 6935. Yeah. I thought it might be a beacon or something, Joe. Didn't know that, Aaron. Could be somebody having a little practice before they go on the 40-meter band, I suppose. Oh, someone there. Come on, say some more. Well, I can hear that. I need to just tune in a little bit better than that, but it's there. That's working all right, isn't it? British station calling in. Netherlands, Papa Alpha 3. I didn't catch this guy's call though. Russie, how you doing, Russ? France. Radio United 1 Mexico. Is that Russia? Radio United. United 1 Mexico. Yeah, Russia. Come on.
Roger, Mike 7, Charlie Oscar Radio Portable. Thanks for calling. I wish you all the best.
It's Dimitri from Russia.
This is Radio United 1 Mexico. Sugar Victor. Sugar Victor 1 from Lima Zoo. Thanks for calling. 59, my name is Dima. Delta Italy, my car for
Well, that's pretty good from Rio, Russia. Can't complain about that.
thank you, Zakis, for 5 and 9. Wish you all the best from 73. Foxtrot Romeo Papa Portable.
Cheers, Bob. Thanks for dropping in, mate.
Prefix 1, the Foxtrot Radio Papa Portable. What's your prefix again? Roger, Hotel Bravo 9 Fox Radio Papa Portable. Thank you for QSO. Wish you all the best for 73.
Yeah, the number station is I'm trying to think what it begins with a P. Prior? Is it Priory or Prior something?
Same year, 59, 15 to 20 dB. Good report. Okay, thanks for QSO.
It's very good, isn't it?
Florida 6, question mark Charlie Bravo, you're 59. Roger, thank you. Florida 6, Echo Charlie Bravo, copy. Wish you all the best in 73. Thank you, Radio United 1 Mexico. Echo India, Ireland.
I'm trying to think of the name of the thing. Maybe it's not something that's
Okay, thank you.
commonly known.
English Radio Bravo, you're 5945, also very loud. Thank you. Thank you. Another Echo India.
What's it called? Priam, there he is.
Echo India 6 for Sugar, 59. Okay, thank you.
Let's pop this in the chat for you.
This is Radio Papa Mike.
That's it.
Okay, call 5. Papa Mike, thanks for calling.
So if you click on, I take it we're on my.
Okay, thanks for QSO.
No, we're not.
This is for Radio United 1 Mexico.
So yeah, if you click on number stations, there is a one that you can actually go on. It tells you station schedule. Here you go. So you can look at when they're next due, what the station is, what the frequency is, and the mode, and where it's sort of targeted. So where are we? What time are we now? 16:48. But what's the UTC time at the moment? I got my UTC on this? No. So 1645, 5082 upper sideband. We're broadcasting. Click on E11, that's from Poland. So it gives you a voice, it also gives you an audio sample. So according to that, hello, hello, hello. Didn't like that, did it? Well, I think I need to sort my mic out. It's doubling. Sunday 8th, oh, it's just Saturday that I'm looking at. So that's Saturday the 7th, so Sunday is here. So 1750, we've got XPB, which is Russia. $11,416. I'm just getting static on that. So there's nothing on that. $14,410. No, but there you go. That's so the next number station is in 10 minutes. Look, oh, it's 15:51 UTC. So that's the next one in CW 6937. Clever stuff, isn't it? Done like that. Yeah, so that's the next one due. It's from France, so we should hear that one. Okay. My mic's doing weird stuff again. That's better. So that's quite slow Morse by the sound of it. Oh, you can actually download and control the receiver there, look, allegedly. $6937. And that's CW, so usually CW is lower sideband. Seven minutes and counting. Can't get me chat up at the same time for some reason. Oh, there we go. Could be bizarre, yeah. Seven minutes and counting. Was it really? You're welcome, Aaron. Don't forget to water the plants. You got one time pad, Gavin, have you? Knock at the door, but it was Amazon and not MI5. Very good. Cheers, Martin. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Tom, how you doing, mate? Welcome. We're just listening in for some CW numbers station, apparently. B, primary reception in Russian. Thanks for that, B. It's way off frequency. How'd you work that out, Bizarre? Yeah, going on about the 77 again, Rob, if that's the one you meant. You were getting him on 14292. But don't forget, I've got the fine tune on the side, Bizarre, that goes. I can't remember how many kilohertz it goes each side. So this it's not an exact frequency on these things. You can only step, I think, is it 10 or 10 kilohertz steps? I can't remember now. 5 kilohertz on this. 4 minutes. 14285. Yeah, that's right. That's pretty accurate as far as I'm concerned, Bizarre. I don't know what the swing is on the fine tune, because on the side of this you've got a fine tune. I can't show you. What was this again? Let's just have another look at that. So it gives you quite a lot of information on the station. So it's a 3-figure group, purpose unknown, repeated twice. Two minutes 37, so I don't know which way I've got to go. I don't know which way is positive and which way is negative. The positive is up, so it's going to be up near the top here somewhere. Two minutes and counting. Yeah, so there's a fine-tune control on the side bazaar that goes, I can't remember how many kilohertz it goes up and down. It might be 5 up, 5 down, I'm not sure, but 2 minutes is a long time when you're waiting, isn't it? So it's in a minute's time. Like, are we all tuned in? You'll have to let me know if anybody can hear it. 50 seconds. Has anybody else tuned into this, by the way? You never know, Aaron. We might not even hear it. You'll have to click on it and have a look, Gavin. 10 seconds. There it is. Where's my Morse thingy? There you are. Well, I got high then. It is decoding some of it, but no, it doesn't, Bizarre, unfortunately. There you are, well. Cheers, Rob. Just random numbers and stuff. I suppose that's what a number station is, isn't it? Cheers, Rob. Catch you soon, mate. There you are, a live number station. How about that? You got creme de praline, creme de praline, praline. "5231", are you? Yeah, I don't know. They obviously someone's like made this their lifetime's thing, haven't they, to try and work out what all these number stations are, where they come from. I mean, some of them you can actually pinpoint where they come from. Yeah, I've done a lot of work. This website. There's a hell of a lot of stuff on here. I mean, I've had this up in the past before. It's good fun. So a real live number station. It's quite spooky when you hear the actual number stations giving out the letters in English and that. I just managed to save you from a sneeze then. So I think we can safely say that radio is well and truly sorted. I need to get me one of those toasty ICs, an LA4550. Probably AliExpress, I expect. To get them at a reasonable price. 5 pieces for 375, 372. But yeah, there's not like big numbers of these. It's always dodgy, these. Jin Feng Shang Kuo. Hello, what's... Hello, 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 hello. Squid on. Right, sorry about that. That was my speaker for some reason interrupting our conversation. Oh dear. Chris, thanks for the super chat, mate. Thank you very much. Oh. Trying to give it a thumbs up, but it keeps trying to go to your channel, Chris. It's 9 plus 10 there, Gavin, is it? Anybody able to decode it? Cheers, Ricardo. You got recipes for toast, fries and dressing. Jerry. I've certainly got it sorted, Jerry, yeah. It's performing very well, mate. Yeah, he does, Anthony. It's good channel to watch here. What is this other channel, Aaron? What is this other channel that you're the mod for? You need to fill us in. But cheers for popping in, mate. From no audios are too much. Yeah, see, I've got it set up to mute it in headphones, which should mute any audio feeding back through, but God knows. I've managed to get it this far. I mean, we've had a pretty good stream today, to be fair, as far as technicalities go. We've not lost audio on anything, have we? We've managed to fix a radio by changing an output chip. So it was that one there was the issue, Jerry. You'll have to watch it back, mate. But yeah, I pulled one out of another radio, so I've got to get another one. But that was the problem, as well as it torching 2 of my chips. Solid streamer performance. Yeah, so China still seems to be the cheapest, but they do the shipping and that's gone through the roof now, and all their prices have gone up as well. So you got shipping fees. I don't think I've got any promo codes. So yeah, I will have to get some. Because if I've got one gone, you can bet your life that there'll be more. There we go. So I've ordered some. I might have to order one from a reputable source, but it's worth a shot. Cheers, Jerry. It's all back together, mate. Anyway, all ready to get packed up and come back to you. I will give the I don't know if you can see, but the case has got some scratching on there. I'll see if I can polish that out for you. A bit of elbow grease. There's various sort of little scratches on it. I'll give it a clean before I send it back anyway. And I believe you've got a battery compartment, haven't you, for one? Cheers, Gavin. So you have good little radios. As I say, if you buy one on eBay, it's not going to be working. Even though they might say it works, by working it can mean they just turn it on and it makes a hiss. It's working. You know, so if you're going to buy one of these, you've got to be prepared to get it fixed or fix it yourself. You've got to assume that it's not going to be working. If you see one that says it's been done, you've seen what some people can do to these things. So again, I wouldn't even trust that, to be fair. You're better off picking up one that's not been messed with and having to go and try and do it yourself. Did they have the Sanyo symbol on them? No, but neither does this one. Bizarre. Yeah, this one doesn't either. This is just generic. It doesn't. It's got no. It says, I think it's OE8 on the bottom, which is just the batch number, I think. What you tend to find with the sort of Chinese rip-off ones is that they're all got exactly the same numbers on them, so it's just like they found a number and then copied it onto all the chips. Well, I'm going to call it a day there, people. It's 5:15 now. This is Cruncher's got the tea on. Go down and spend some time with her before I got to go to bed and up for work early hours of the morning. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, hit the button, subscribe, and then next time you can come in and you can chat and say hello to us. And if John has got any pointers on the old PS3, let me know, John. I think it was John, wasn't it? It's quite a way up the chat now. Yeah, let me know if you've got any pointers. I might pull it apart and have a look at it one day, but it's way out of my comfort zone, but that doesn't stop me doing stuff, does it? You're welcome. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, no worries, Jerry. Get it ordered up, mate. Then sit down, ready for the bill. Sit down with a stiff drink. Cheers, Dorf. Cheers, Tom, Tim. There we go. So, cheers, everybody. Thanks for today. Thanks for the super chats and tips. And I'll catch you next Sunday, if not before. So hopefully we can play out properly if this goes to plan. So bye for now.